Hello everyone, welcome back to Twisted Serenity. Thanks for clicking on my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I took some Dollar Tree products and made the cutest Easter Tiertray decor. I hope you guys enjoy, and remember, if you like what you see, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and turn on that bell notification to be notified when I post my next video. So with that being said, sit back and relax to craft with me. Let's get started. So I have this little jar I got from Dollar General for 10 cents after Christmas. You guys check out your Dollar Generals and other stores after the holidays. You guys will get good stuff. More bang for your buck if you guys go to other stores than Dollar Tree. So I did try to clean it off with like alcohol, 100% acetone. The lettering on the front didn't work. I just took my crafting knife and I just carefully scraped it off. So then I took some Spanish moss and I filled a little bit of our jar. I didn't fill it to the top, but I just stuck a little bit inside of there. Now, once I have my Spanish moss in there, I have these little bottle brush trees from Dollar Tree. These are the mini ones. And I'm going to grab a couple and I'm going to place a couple in there. I don't really put them standing up. Some of them, I put like about 3 in there and they go to like a slant just to fit around our little jar. Now, I'm going to top our little jar off, but I didn't want to leave it like this, and I didn't really want to put no lettering on the front of our jar. So I take a craft stick and using my knife, I cut like little wings at the bottom of it to shape it like a tag. And then I paint the craft stick white. And then with my Cricut, I just printed out, the word carrots and transferred it right onto our little tag. And if we had like a simple little tag for pennies, I thought that was like a cute little way to add a little extra something to it. So then I do distress around a little bit with some antique wax just to give me a little bit more dimension because it was just too white for me. Now I wanted our tag to hang, so I needed to make a little hole in the top of our tag. So I just took my little tool, I don't know what this tool is called, and I just made like a little hole on the top of it so I could string some twine, black and white twine, right through it. I did add a piece of ribbon onto the top of our jar, and just using some hot glue, I'm going to wrap our twine around it to have our little tag hanging from it. Then I top the front of it with a little bow. It's the black and white stitching ribbon that I have, and that was it for this one. How stinking cute is this? So we have a little chalkboard sign, and I flipped it around, and we're going to paint the border of our sign and the stand with some regular apple barrel black paint. What I love about today's projects, they're so simple and easy. So once I have it all painted, I found this image on Google, and I cut it out, and I'm going to glue it into the middle of our little picture frame. I did cut it down almost the size. And I'm just using my purple Elmer's glue disappearing stick. I love that stuff because I'm horrible with Mod Podge, you guys. And I just glue it right onto our little stand. Now, I was going to leave it like this, just very simple, but I had to give it a little something extra. So I have a little mixing bowl that I made during Christmas time with a measuring spoon. And then I had made a little piece of carrot cake with some clay. And I just glued those onto our little stand because I painted the bowl blue because the sign has a blue bowl. So I did try to match it up. And that was it for this one, you guys. How cute. I love how this came out. And it's a real recipe. So I think I will play Betty Crocker and bake a carrot cake. Let's see how that goes. Okay, so we have a bowl of beads. As you could tell, some of them are already like painted because these are all like leftover beads I had from different projects. I had some orange ones. I took the orange ones out. I did paint some more with like kind of like a brownish orange. And then I stained some with some Waverly wax. So once I had all my my beads painted or took out the colors I wanted, I took some twine and I folded it in half. And then I strung the bigger, like 2 of the bigger beads, 2 of the medium beads, and 2 of the smaller beads, because we're making beaded carrots, you guys. I know you guys seen people do these before. So once I have those on, I make a tassel. I'm just using my little sign just to wrap it around, tying my little knot at the top. And then when I folded over the twine, I realized I I had to snip the twine on the top of the carrot so I could tie the tassel onto it, and then did the normal, took some more twine, tied it around our tassel just to hold it all together, and then just trimmed the edges to give it a nice cleaner look. And I did that for all of our different beads in our different colors, just changed up some of the twines, and that was it. Okay, so for our next one, I painted a plastic ornament truck, you know, like the fillable egg ones, and it looks bumpy and raised. I did paint it with spray paint and it did not hold well, but I left it how it is because it gave it texture and character. So I painted the windows and the front window with just some white acrylic paint. I did paint like the rims of the tires white, and then I'm gonna go in with like some silver, and I'm gonna paint like is it the hubcap? I can't even remember what I'm trying to say right now. And then the door handles with that silver paint. Just trying to give it all like a little bit more detail. The more cuter it will look, I think. Then I took some craft sticks and I cut some craft sticks down, and I just created two like basically rectangles to fit to make the bed of the truck. So I glue the first one down. Then I put the second one on top of it and take some like little mini pieces of craft sticks, and I glue those in just to give it some reinforcement, and also to space it a little bit in between each piece as well. Now that I have it all set together, I just go in with some brown paint and I just paint the bed of the truck that we created. And like I always say, it's always about the details. So I took a craft stick and I painted it white and just wrote BNY, the letters BNY. And I wrote some numbers out, but I am going to cover that afterwards and you'll see in a minute. To make the license plate, I had these little carrot like faux sprinkles, and I'm going to glue each one to each of the tires so it could look like part of the rim. Just a little bit of embellishment. And then back to the little license plate, I had a little faux bunny face, and I glued that on to our little license plate. I like the way that looked a little bit better. So once I had my little embellishments, I had made some faux little carrots, and they're different sizes because I made them with clay. You guys could use the ones from Dollar Tree. And I placed them in the bed of the truck. What I didn't put here was like some raffia. I do go back afterwards and put some raffia to make it look more full. And that was it for this one, you guys. Okay, so for this next one, I have like this little round piece. It's more MDF than anything. So I just flipped it around. I think this was like an ornament. I'm all over the place, you guys. I think this was like a piece of an ornament that I was going to use in a different DIY. Anyways, I'm painting it with just some regular black acrylic paint. And then I made a decal on my Cricut, and it just says Bunny Kisses 25 cents. Now, I have these little ornament pieces that I picked up at Michael's last year, and it was like way after Easter. And so I got them, I want to say maybe like 75 cents or $1. It was something like that. And I took out the little bunny head and I just painted it white. And I love creating these pieces because as much as I would love a cutting machine, I would never buy a cutting machine. I am too cheap and broke for that. I will make my own little pieces because I see like all these people, like, you know, they have cutting machines. All power to you. But I love creating pieces for you guys that may look like it was from a cutting machine, but we did it with inexpensive items. So anyways, I take my little bunny head, I glue it onto our little wood round, or a little round I should say, and then I took two of those little faux little sprinkle carrots and I glued one to each side of where it says Bunny Kisses, and that was it. Okay, so here is another little piece I got from Dollar General after the season on clearance, you guys. And as you guys can see, it was all beaten up anyways. So I was going to redo it again. So I just went over it with some white regular acrylic paint, and I gave it 2 coats. Then I'm going to go with some of that like rustic pumpkin, like it's just some orange paint mixed with brown. And I'm going to give it like a heavy, heavy, heavy dry brush. Now once it was dried, I found this design on Cricut Design Space. And remember, you guys could stencil, you guys could do it with oh, what do you call that, tissue paper. I've done it in every single way. And I just transfer this right onto our little sign. And I literally left this like this because it's just a cute little piece to add to our tier tray. Okay, so on to our next one. I have like this little plastic, what do you call that? Like a plastic label stand stick thingy from Dollar Tree, like in the garden section. And I have this napkin. And I'm just going to rip off the, the what is it? The plying of the backing of it. And then I'm going to Mod Podge it onto our little stand, our sign, our pick, whatever it's called. I'm drawing a blank, but we're just going to Mod Podge our napkin right onto there. So I had the Mod Podge. I fold the napkin over it, the front and the back. I was like, oh, let's kill two birds with one stone and being lazy as well. And then I'm going to take my nail filer and I'm going to sand, file or sand all around it downwards so I'm not ripping any of that napkin off. Then I just printed out the word Cricut, or cut the word Cricut out. Carrots on my Cricut, and transfer that on to the napkin and weeded out those little pieces very carefully. I have this little tin bucket. I was gonna leave it like that, but I decided to paint it white, and then I decided to give it like the enamel black look. So I went around like the rim of it and the handle with some regular black acrylic paint. When I had it painted, I just topped it off with a little black and white little stitch bow. And then I filled it up with some moss. And then once I had it filled with moss, I grabbed those bottle brush cheese from Dollar Tree. And I did twist off like the little wooden part off of the ends of them. And then I just stuck the trees inside of our little bucket. And then I stuck our little garden pick stand sign, whatever you call it. I stuck that in there. And that was it for this one. This one's so quick, you guys. So I had some like leftover blocks from a different project. And these are if you're a returner subscriber, you guys know that I got this big bag of blocks for so cheap at the thrift store. And they were already painted white. So I just grabbed two of them and I paint like a bunny face. I use one for the ears and one for the face. And then I go over it with a marker. And then I just paint the little nose in with some pink. And when you attach them together, I don't glue them on. I just stack them on top of each other. I just had to throw this one in there because it's so stinking cute. It's so inexpensive. And it fills up your tier tray with decor. And I just love the way it came out. Okay, you guys. So I have a Jenga block. And I just made 2 holes on each end of it. And then I'm going to stain it with some Waverly wax. Now, once I have it stained up, I'm going to grab some twine and I'm going to push some twine into each end of those holes and just put a knot at the bottom of it. So I'm making one of like those little Tiertray swings, that ones that people put like gnomes on. That's what we're making here. So once I have that twine in there and it's all knotted up, I didn't just want it to be like a little swing with just twine as the rope. So I have this like little berry garland, but I didn't like the colors. It didn't fit in with the color scheme. So I'm just painting over the berries. I paint moss, some with like that pumpkin color, and then leave the ones white that are white. And then I'm just going to wrap it around our twine. It's honestly so simple as that, you guys. Then once I have it wrapped around our twine, I just take a little moss bunny and you can stand the moss bunny. I don't know how well it's going to hold his balance, but I take a little moss bunny and I add a little bit of hot glue and I stand our little bunny on top. And I think this is like one of my favorite ones because it's just so stinking cute. Let me know what you guys think. Okay, you guys, so I took some of the wood carrot ornaments from Dollar Tree and I glued 3 of them together just to make this piece thicker. I originally painted this white because I didn't know what direction I was going, but then I went over it with pumpkin chalk paint by Waverly and some moss color chalk paint by Waverly. Then I transferred the word bunny bait onto our carrot. Then I gave it a little bit of dimension with a thin paintbrush and some Waverly wax. And I had the little mini bunnies, the wood ones from Dollar Tree. And I painted it black and added a little white pom-pom and glued it onto our carrot. I have a little wood block that I painted with the pumpkin color to make it a standing piece. And then just to top it off, I took some of that black and white stitch ribbon and wrapped it around. And that was it for this one, you guys. I have this little piece that I got on clearance from Valentine's Day last year. I got like 3 of them for 75 cents. So I painted black, but I'm not going to leave it black. I'm going to do a heavy like dry brush. Basically, I'm going to cover the whole thing with some white paint. I'm going to leave just a little bit of that black popping through because I want this to look like very like a distressed piece. I just printed on my Cricut, well, I should say cut on my Cricut, the word bunny trail, and I transferred that right onto our piece. This one's so quick and easy, you guys. Then Dollar Tree, I've never seen these. I just found these, have like these arrow stickers. I take one of those out, I paint it black, and I just attach it onto our piece, and that was it. I love the look of this one because it's such a simple piece, but yet so beautiful. you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I had so much fun creating these projects. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and turn on that bell notification to be notified when I post my next video. I appreciate every single one of you guys. And as I always say, this world could throw you twists and turns, but always make good choices. Till the next one, you guys.